Okay, generating the output we just designed is obviously the same thing we did before. We request output, but now we see that for this file VG customers, we have two output formats. Let's pick the file copy one. Again, we're going to go by index. Here we have the sort that we asked for. We'll keep that, escape. And do we want all records? Yes, let's pick all records. Bang, it generated them into that file called testprint. Now, how do we go look at that file? Well, remember we have our menu, G, run menu, and we'll run the VG menu, and we can just look at the thing which says view labels. It really shouldn't say view labels, because now we're going to be viewing what's in that test.print print file, and it's going to be this output. Okay, do you see what this output looks like? It looks pretty good. We have the Tristan Groover name. That's all push left. The push lefts have worked. The name and address, everything's kind of cool. The only thing that's kind of rotten is last call, date, and everything looks nice. Very, very nice. If we press the, if we just enter down, remember this prints on a 66-line page, so it's going to have all of 66 centers. Here's the second record. Okay, you can see it looks pretty normal. Everything's fine. You just notice that we have that address line, which is kind of annoying. That there is an address, blank address lines. Well, that's okay. On a form like this, you generally can say things like that are okay. If you don't want it, it can be fixed. And in the very next few lessons, I'm going to be showing you how you can use processing when you run this form to change that so that it won't look that way. Okay. Enough of looking at this report. There's really not much more we can do with it. This is designing output formats are pretty simple. They're just as simple as labels. What I do want to do, just so that we make it clear, I'm going to go to redefine this menu, 6, VG menu. I'm going to go down to that line where it says view labels. I'm going to make it say view last about output generated, so we know exactly what we're doing. You see, I'm always showing the file test print. We're always printing into it, so now we're a little bit more accurate. And defining output is now a little bit more clear to you. When you define output, you're always going to be given this choice. When you define a new output, if you have a name, let's call it new right now, you're always going to be given this choice of, do you want a report, do you want a mailing label, or do you want a full page form? Again, we're going to ignore for other output. That's an old legacy thing that just, you will never need it. It's just never used at this time. Maybe at some future point it will be. But generating output is quite simple. In the next lesson, we'll take a little time and understand how reports function.